TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Them boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth. The hell was that?
You're.
What it do? What the business is? What is good? It is your boy Mel, and we are back in the building again, bringing the Barbershop to the box office, baby. TruVue Podcast. Father, help us, for we know not. No, damn that. We know what the fuck we doing.
They don't. They know not what they do.
I mean,
all right, man.
They will know.
Yeah, you got that right.
Predicted this costume this week, man. What you say, Hayden?
Well, yeah, the clergy, the gloves are a little much. Now, the hat is overboard. I don't know.
It's getting better.
This is not Fallout.
No, it's getting better.
What else you got?
Bust out the tricks? Was it a bust out all this apparatus?
I thought he had one more in him. I thought he had one more. I thought he had one more in him. I thought he had one more in him. Hey, I am Hyphen-X, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Glad to be back, man. Ellie to my guy.
Oh, man, it's the VZO, so I appreciate to be here as always. Let's get this thing started, man. Tell them what the fuck this movie's about.
Yeah. Once again, thanks again for tuning in. This grown man MJ in the place to be with the people to be with, the man who keep it real on the reels. Let's get it, man. I love everybody.
I love it. Shit. All right, gentlemen. Cheers. Salud. Oh, yes. What are we talking about today? Well, bringing in a close to the trilogy, Maxine. What in the hell is Maxine, you might ask? Well, Maxine is a gripping psychological thriller that continues the story of Maxine Minx, following her life after the events of X and Pearl. Set in the 1980s,
Calm down.
Maxine navigates the dark and seedy underbelly of Los Angeles as she chases her dream of becoming a famous star actress, all while dealing with the trauma and horror of her past. Maxine. Written and directed by Ty West, labeled a psychological thriller and a horror, produced by A24. Gentlemen, where do we dive into first with this? Oh, we just gonna get it out the way. Okay, I love it. I'm with it.
I think the short bus in this was also what kind of kept my attention as well. Like, okay, the acting wasn't all that great, but I don't think it was supposed to be all that great. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a double entendre, if you will, for me.
Ooh, look at you bringing up them big words, boy. I love it.
Somebody kind of like cheesy, kind of like cheesy acting back and forth.
Yeah.
Is that how all the series was? Because I'm not familiar with the series, so that's my short bus. I didn't even know there was a fucking series. So like, I didn't know there was like a pre-story to this. Did it all kind of like choreographed together? I guess. Or like...
No, that's not a short bus. That's you own the short bus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Call that no short bus.
True, I had no idea. I'm like, I feel like I left out here. So did it follow like her history? I mean, like of her growing up. I mean, did I miss all the porn shit? Like all the fucking. You know what I mean? Like,
so
whatever was that?
You missed. So I'm gonna break down the recap. X was the first installment.
Oh my god!
It started off.
Calm down. I'm
just the people need to know.
So X was the first installment.
He just read it. He said this is the end of the trilogy. from X and Pearl. He just read it.
I just said what trilogy? Trilogy of what? I'm just saying. I watched Maxine.
X, Pearl, Maxine.
Yeah,
Who's Pearl?
Yeah, no, we don't talk about Pearl. No, X is
We don't
the
talk about that.
trilogy. It starts off they're shooting a porno called The Farmer's Daughter. So that's how that you have to
Sorry.
the Farmer's Daughter. And that's how she got famous here in Maxine. That's why she's known for
her porn, obviously, because she was a porn star, obviously, in the beginning. Yeah. That makes sense.
X. Now, Pearl was the second installment. It is actually the prequel to X, where it goes back and tells the story of the old couple that they got trapped in the house with while filming X. So that, yeah. And then we have this one, Maxine, who brings it to completion. Yeah, man, I didn't find too many shorts with this. Yeah, I think it fit in perfectly with the writing that's been going on with it for the other two movies. I mean, just your minor nitpicking with the plot twists and predictability and all of this stuff, but it's nothing major for me. I still got quite a bit of enjoyment out of this one, except for making homeboy suck the pistol. Like that was my part. That was the part. I was come on, bro. Come on now.
Revenge, man.
That's been done in movies before, hadn't it?
I know, man.
Yeah.
But come on, man. I didn't.
I mean, were you expecting her to pull up that gun at the end? I mean, were you expecting to pull up the gun? Or you expected her to get fucked up? I mean, I didn't expect her to pull up the gun. I didn't even know she. I mean, I saw the gun earlier in the scene.
I think that scene was necessary just for to show that she was powerful in that situation.
I love the ball crushing though.
I usually don't go this route, but hear me out. The part where she told him to lay face down, ass up, and then she was able to crush his balls still, that was all logistics was all wrong. Logistics was all wrong.
Like I was like, oh god, come on, man.
She said all the basically all the moves that the porn star girls had to do.
There was some juicy shit. I was like, come on.
There were hairy, juicy balls.
Easy also. Jesus Christ.
This movie fucked with my mind, man. This movie kind of fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. So if it's hard to say, like, the horror movie, because a lot of it was funny, because a lot of the shit was hilarious.
Grown man MJ, can you bring us back? Can you bring us back?
Bring us back on track. We stuck on juicy balls.
I had to adjust myself in my seat because the way I curled over on that scene when she stumped the balls. I'm talking about, man, I had slob draw out the mouth, man. It was intense. I gotta say, I do like the gore. But when we get back to the short bus, they kind of resurrected the villain from X a little bit, but they didn't really have a conclusion to it. It was like she was still being haunted by what she did on the farm. And I thought that they could have played on that a little bit to have that villain in like a ghostly presence in her. And her existence in Hollywood and all of that, because she had the visions when she looked at the house. She started looking out the window, and when she was in the mask, she felt her groping her and shit. So it was like I thought I was gonna get some more of that iconic villain from the first joint, and I kind of was a little
ass back, Mike.
No, they needed that. That was the whole jump off, man, for the series.
Oh, you keep them old wrinkled, droopy ass titties back where they was, bro. I thought
the conclusion of the Night Stalker was a little lackluster too.
I'm with you.
Oh yeah, they just caught him by some citizens.
Yeah. See, in all this time, so I was a little confused because I thought the daddy was the Night Stalker.
That's what I thought.
I was like, I was just confused. Like, wait a minute, did they pin it on somebody?
No, that was his cover to get his shit off, though.
Oh, gotcha.
And those crimes was done to speak to her because they was all centered around her. She just took a little while to catch on.
Right. No, man, and Kevin Bacon. My mind. Kevin Bacon as a bad guy again. We just saw him in Beverly Hills Cop.
Let's not compare the two, though. This is much better.
Oh, this is way better. This is
better than Beverly Hills Cop.
This is way
Kevin Bacon and Beverly Hills Cop. That's what we're talking
Kevin
about.
Bacon. Yeah.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever they say. Separation. Whatever it is,
Oh.
man. I enjoyed the shit out of Kevin Bacon, man.
I enjoyed this. I liked him getting crushed fucking into the juice. Oh god, that was great.
Oh man, that
Short
was
bus
definitely
guys.
was something to look at.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Kevin Bacon. Oh my god.
No, I had
Yeah.
another short bus, man. I don't
That's
feel
all
like
right.
they did a good job of tying this with the series, though.
No, they didn't. And yeah, you're correct. With
I'm
that.
gonna have to agree with you on that, and I actually like that because I wasn't a big fan of Pearl. Only seeing Pearl, you know what I'm saying, and then seeing this, like I didn't realize this was the same person until
Yeah,
now.
because Pearl and
Yeah.
Maxine have nothing to do with each other.
No,
That's what I'm
No.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know this is the same woman.
no. The only thing that connects those two movies is X.
X.
Because yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it's a good standalone. Then, but just saying that, I think it was a good standalone movie.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
did
they
like
didn't do a
the
good job of tying it together, I still think they have a
They did some callbacks.
good series. I think they got a good series. I think the whole thing in its entirety, all three movies, make it kind of in the cult classic form for me. I'm still with it, rocking from
Yeah.
X. I still think we got a cult classic with these three.
Good job, Ty. Good job, Ty.
Like I
have to
felt
watch
as if
these
like
three.
I was in the 80s. I feel like I was in the 80s watching this.
Yes.
The vibe was there for
Like,
sure. The fucking
The way it was shot, the dialogue, the costumes, the lighting, like all of that just screamed the 80s to me.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying?
that's amazing because I want to say they had the $15 million budget. Thus far, they've already grossed worldwide $19 million. They made their money back on this. I'm not sure how they did like wholly with the whole trilogy and everything, but this was a good ending. This was a really good ending, man. And they did some cameos. They did from people from Pearl and X kind of popped up throughout the movie. They did a couple callbacks. You had a couple flashback sequences and stuff. So they did their best to tie it together, but I didn't mind. I didn't mind at all. None of it. They captured the time. The 80s was great. The vintage filming. And again, I think they captured what they did with X with that whole
God.
there's a lot of porn in that.
vintage 70s retro style looking video. Like you had the old school video looking. I don't know what lens they use for that, but that's amazing. I love when they do that stuff. So, and that helped bring out the time.
Even the transitions, Mel. Even the transitions, like they were using very simple pan transitions. You know what I'm saying? Very, very simple transitions. And
Tell us, director. That's what I'm talking about right there.
I enjoyed that, and I also enjoyed how the father at the end tied in the druids, the bad guys. You know, his helpers. You know what I'm saying?
You said druids?
Get her, get them because Hollywood took your kid. So now we know who these people are.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you just got the little putties out here. You don't know their story.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good to know the Foot Clan story. You know.
The Foot Clan.
Oh.
How about when he flip that switch? They all pull out their guns real fast. Like the police. I wasn't expecting no priest shootout. I'll tell you that. I wasn't expecting that shit at all. I was like, holy fuck.
None of them motherfuckers can shoot because
I even like when the cop, the detective died, the older one, the male. He was up there. He was like, I've been here 30 years, and I've never been up here. I've never been up here.
Huh.
It's like someone from Chicago said they've never been to the Sears Tower or something. You know what I mean? Just some people don't know.
Hey, it's a lot of people in Chicago who's never been to the Sears
That's what
Tower.
I'm
There's a lot of
saying,
people
like,
in Chicago who ain't never left their side of town.
Yeah,
Touche.
I get it.
Touche.
I wish I would have seen these, reference or like the previous movies because I didn't understand some of the flashbacks, obviously. So that's probably why, some of the shit's confusing me. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, no. You'll piece it together real quick. It's been nominated for 3 nominations. 2 of them, I have no clue what the fuck they are. They probably ain't gonna win that shit, but they also got nominated by I don't know what the fuck none of these are. They saying that this is going to win for a horror film, which we have that time and time again that argument. This isn't a horror genre.
Yeah.
They don't make horror movies anymore.
What was the description of your horror? What was the other genre genre this was?
Thriller,
funny.
psychological thriller.
It kind of fits there.
They
But I
walk
gave him
around.
comedy. They should do some comedy. This is funny as shit. I love this.
This isn't a
Well,
horror
okay.
in the sense that
Just because you find it
jumping at
funny
the
doesn't make it
screen.
a comedy. You
Right,
got a
right,
sick
right.
sense of humor.
Yeah, right. That's
I mean,
what I'm
come
trying
on.
to say. It's like just because you're not jumping at the screen don't make it not a horror.
Correct.
It's the involvement of what's going on in the movie that make it a horror. Motherfucker, a night slasher, dog. You wouldn't let your daughter go to a motherfucking dance if a night slasher was running through your city, nigga. So
Lock your doors. Lock your windows.
you have a fear of it. So yeah, that's what makes it a horror in my opinion. So that's what classifies it in there. And I agree with you that it's a slasher, and that's a certain type of horror film, under the horror genre. That's where I stand on it. But to me, I think he kind of suffers with not necessarily going full slasher or full comedic, and he just kind of sits in the style throughout all three of these films. That I think is what really draws people into the entertainment value and watching it. Like you guys were saying, it looked like the 80s, the filters that they were using with the camera, the styling of the colors in the background, like when she was in the video store with old boy, and all of it looked red on the walls and stuff. And like those types of changes and things like that with the background coloring and the scenery and everything, her going through Hollywood sets, the styling of this thing is really what I think solidifies it into that cult classic stuff.
Most definitely.
I mean, there's nothing that I could find that I did not like about this movie. I mean, you got body parts falling out of suitcases. You got priests pulling out fucking, epic shootouts, and then fucking satanic worshipers, Hollywood stars, porn. Fucking drugs. What the fuck?
I think another part that I like, but it's also a short bus. It kind of stays surface where it introduces a lot of things that it can kind of capitalize off of, but it really doesn't, fully go down there. Like she pulled up at the Bates Motel, that shit was in like Psycho and Identity and stuff on the Hollywood lots and shit like that. It was like, you thinking the movie gonna ramp up, but it don't all, it just kind of stays at its own little pace, and it just kind of, keeps you locked in at the same time. I like that about it. But at the same time, it's like you all said with the Goon Squad or whatever that pulled out of,
the Druids,
the Druids,
the Cathedral Ku Klux is what I'm gonna call it. That's what I'm gonna call it. Them mugs was up in the crap and shit. It would have been cool to even tie some of them in to the people that was protesting in front of her lot. You know what I mean? So it's a show like we was always watching your ass
the whole time.
That would have been even dope
everywhere.
Too,
Jeez. Yeah, it did have some weird turns, like you said, like that, and it was like, what the hell is happening? What is it? What the fuck's going on? And then that was kind of odd though when she gets caught by her father. When she goes into the place, she knows that someone's going to be there, the person she's looking for, right? And then all of a sudden she's like surprised, and then like gets bagged, fucking, and then knocked out or whatever by her creepy father, the creepy preachy father or whatever he was.
Well, he was trying to save her because he wasn't wrong.
He turned Jigsaw. He turned pretty Jigsaw real quick. I mean, I don't know about
he wasn't wrong.
He had some
perversion,
branding her.
Because so that you can mark the devil, and the devil can't not hide amongst you. You know what I'm saying? So like he wasn't wrong.
Was he
wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong.
What? Y'all keep an eye on this motherfucker here. Y'all keep an eye on that box right there, goddammit.
Oh shit!
He wasn't wrong. He was trying to save his daughter. Now
he gave her a choice. He gave her a choice, basically.
And she chose damnation. She chose pride, if you will. Hollywood is Hollywood not a killer?
Damn.
Does Hollywood not infect our children with defamation?
That's actually a good question because this movie had a lot of references in the beginning of the movie. Did you guys notice the literature there or whatever it said by Betty Davis?
Mm-hmm.
It said that something about you you're not a star until you become a monster, or they want you to become a monster or something. You're not a star. I don't know exactly what it is. We have to put it in there. And at the end of the movie, I don't know if you noticed, they played this song, and the only reason why it is I was watching the end of the credits to see if something happened, but it was just happened to be on and. Listen to the lyrics. It's something about Betty Davis lyrics about some kind of song about references her being in the movie. Betty Davis. It was wild. It kind of fucked with my mind because this movie really fucked with me. So I don't know. What's the Betty Davis references for this?
That's that styling shit I'm talking about.
And then the name X, Maxine with the triple X, like the fucking porno shit. I love it. I mean, this is. I'm hooked. I want to see all the other movies now.
Hey, shout out to the agent. You know what I'm saying? This is what you got. This is what you got an agent for. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was like, he was like Alfred. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. We'll clean this up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
we'll take care of this.
And did you see at the end? He's like, we got the contract. We made her a star. She's big now. He's right there. Like, it was all planned.
I had to go look at the cast list. I was like, this motherfucker named Saul in this shit too.
Right.
Hey,
right.
His ass off though.
The guy from Far Cry. I was like, oh shit, the guy from Far Cry is in this. I mean, or whatever. Better Call Saul, dude.
Yeah, he did so good at that I thought
that was his hair.
I thought the dad was Bryan Cranston for a second. What he was going on.
Damn.
He was snapping it. I was like, he looked like Bryan Cranston right there.
I'm pretty impressed by the entire cast, to be honest with you. I mean, honestly, the cast, like, it's just kind of like fucking. I mean, all these characters in this movie. I mean, from Kevin Bacon to that, I don't know, that one chick from whatever movie, Michelle, whatever.
You had Maxine Minks played by Mia Goth. You had Elizabeth Bender, who was played by Elizabeth Debicki.
She's hot. She's so gorgeous.
Leon, who was played by
Is she hot?
She's gorgeous to me. I don't know why. In that movie, she played good. I know she just looked like she was like, like a boss.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm looking at a picture of her right now. I'm looking at a picture of her right now. She like that little elf off the little Christmas special.
She's 6'3". That's probably why I liked her, because she's 6'3".
Like Abby Martin, played by Hazley.
Hazley. So. No. These characters are great, isn't it? Who's the guy from? Usually, I think you mentioned him. Bobby Cannonball. Yeah, Detective Torres. That he been there for 30 years. Motherfucker's been here for 30 years. They ain't never came up here. Well, nigga, you finna die right here. Him, Torres and Teddy Knight. I mean, those characters are great, man. It's awesome. Great. So I will ask y'all this real quick. Who got the worst of it as far as getting fucked up in the movie? Sophie, man.
Oh, by far, Kevin Bacon, nigga.
Oh shit!
Nigga got crushed, and he was handcuffed, and it wasn't his car.
By far,
maybe the guy with the balls.
Yo, by far, dog.
I'm saying Sophie
got stabbed in the face with that damn poking knuckle she had on there.
How about the guy getting knifed in the nose?
Spike knuckle she had. He got punched so many times with that.
Well, that one guy got.
Hey, that motherfucker said, "I can be bought. I can be bought."
His face kept on popping up in the mirror as he reclined in the seat and shit. He's like, "Wait, I want to die like this."
How did?
Hold on, wait a minute.
How did Leon die? The video store dude. How did he die? I forgot.
Knifed the fuck up.
He got knifed up. Okay.
His neck.
It was crazy because they sliced the back of his neck first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was crazy to me. That's not something you see all the time.
Well, I say the only reason why I say Sophie is because like her heads were rolling around all over the place. You know what I mean? She's been dead for a minute, and then then she lost her movie, and she lost a starring role. Maxine role, I mean, I think she got it the worst.
Motherfucker said she lost her starring role. She lost her life.
That's because acting was her life. Acting was her life.
No, man.
We got any crowns?
Yeah, Kevin Bacon got
Who do we love the most?
You said what?
I said any crowns or clowns?
That's so many, man.
First off, before I get into that, I just want to give a big round of applause to Mia Goth.
Yeah,
I think what she did with the series overall,
she's a star.
Yeah, really did something for her in Hollywood. Her being a executive producer, co-writer on all of this shit. I think she really did a good job with the series. But I'm not gonna give you a crown. My crown will go to. I'm giving it to Kevin Bacon, man. He kept me entertained through this joint, dog. For real. I almost started to go Giancarlo, but I seen him do that role already. But Kevin Bacon had me in tears, bro. You do the hard.
I love how he was taunting Maxine the whole time before he got killed. I mean, I loved it. It was just fucking god damn it.
You really do.
I'm gonna go a little non-traditional. I'm gonna go non-traditional on my crown. Non-traditional. I'm gonna go with Ned Vaughn, the news anchor.
What?
Because he just reminded me of the news back in the day. You know what I'm saying? like the way he was dressed, the way his hair was combed, the way he was speaking. You know what I'm saying? And was very poised. He had that Pat Sajak type look.
The Pat Sajak.
You know what I'm
Good Morning Chicago. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this ain't you, hyphen. That's
so
not
fun.
you.
I missed
News anchor. I mean, I see the news anchor look on him. But
well, DBZO, so I can finish. Now, another person that I like, non-traditional, would be in the very beginning, the casting, at the casting call, the woman who talked to her, you know, had her read the lines and everything, and then casually after the show her time.
Oh no, she was in the movie through the whole. She was through the whole movie. She was the director.
Was she?
Yeah,
that's when I said it was hot.
She looked older in the beginning.
No, that was Elizabeth Bender in that scene. The older woman was the one telling her to read. That was Deborah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But she didn't ask her to show the titties. The director.
Oh, that wasn't her who asked. I swear that was her who said that. Because she read the back of her her portfolio, and then she had her read the lines, and then she said, "Now can you show us your top?" Or however she said it.
Let me see them.
Yeah, that's why you got to watch the movie. Now listen to it.
Damn.
Another
Oh wow!
Yeah, they all sound like. Damn.
Yeah. Hey! I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Shit. I think
because how you turn the movie on.
Like, I think they look alike. Shit.
I mean, Six foot 3. Then it was like tiny.
I even tuned in at minute 35. He be settled down into the movie then.
Yeah, man. Those are my picks, man.
Were there any clowns?
My clown goes to if not, what's his name? Caravalli or whatever.
Kavanaugh. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, if it ain't him, it's the partner. The detective, I'm going Detective Williams.
So Detective Williams.
What did she do wrong?
Monahan.
When she was talking about, you gotta help me save the next girl, I was like, you clowning, bitch. That's
you, bro.
Do your part.
Crossing the eye, talking about some. I got him, and then she just fell off the fucking.
Yeah, that part.
I ain't understand that shit.
Ella, you got him. He's still alive. He's still breathing. He's not dead. And then she come up with the crucifix on her.
What you was running back? You ain't killed him. What you running back for?
Yeah, she like,
man, you could have emptied. I should have been hearing clicks.
And then you gonna tell Maxine to stay there. Stay there. Help is on the way. We're going after him. Bitch, you supposed to render aid. You supposed to render aid.
I thought you handled it. That's so funny.
It was funny. You see her though. She was probably like trying to aim with the gun, but that was her good eye that the cross was in. So she kept closing the other one, trying to look at it. She's like, "Fuck this, I got him. He good."
I guess that would be a short bus because, like, did he stab her first and then she
like how
back
did he
and shot?
Get that in your eye?
Yeah, I mean, you had a gun. I mean, you have a gun.
Did she put her gun away? Was like, nigga, fisticuffs. You know what I'm saying?
The divine intervention happened, but we didn't see. You know, all of a sudden, you know, that just
she
directly into her eyeball.
How did she do it?
Maybe he did like a ninja star.
Right.
Right in her
Yeah.
eyeball.
I got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened?
I got him.
Did he throw it? Was it like a ninja star? Did he throw it at her? You know what I'm saying? Was it a dart? Like,
it would have been hilarious. They slow motion on the cross. Pow! Right in the eye.
That motherfucker got to playing that tape back when she was a kid and shit. I was like, oh shit, it's the dad.
Oh,
that was great.
Man,
I love that part.
Where the mama go?
You know, you try so hard, man. You just try so hard to steer your children in the right direction, and then the world just swallows them up.
Oh, what?
Fucking with my mind here, man. This movie.
I'm telling you.
I like how it ended in the Chinese movie theater, you know, and then like, you know, this is where it was premiered or whatever. I you know, like I said, I'm not familiar with the series, but I gotta watch this thing because it looks like it's a lot of good references here that I probably don't realize. I'm sure there's Easter eggs everywhere, and I'm sure the horror cult classic people are probably, you know, all over this.
Yeah, there's Easter eggs, and there's definitely a message somewhere in here.
What that means?
No one knows what it means.
What does it all mean, Basil?
So, what are you trying to say?
What is your message?
I will not live a life I do not deserve.
God.
That bitch said she deserved that type of life.
That's just gonna be in my workout tomorrow. Fuck. What is this crying? I mean, let's play that shit over and over.
Hey, you can try to teach as much as you want, but ultimately, people are going to make their own decisions. Period. She said, "I am a whore."
God damn.
And proud of it.
Hey. And those
Man,
I would have never gotten to the top if I would have never laid on my back.
always lurking.
Hey, she got out when she had to, too. She made this...
When
She
you
got
get
out.
invited to a party, ask who gonna be there.
Who all gonna be there?
Who all gonna be there? Yeah.
It's a party on the hills, guys. Party on the hills. Come on. Let's go, guys. I don't know.
Hollywood's a killer.
Yeah.
This movie disturbed me.
Nigga, that was my message, nigga.
Oh shit, my
Message.
bad. My bad.
You ain't have a message, Mel?
I thought he was just making a statement. I was like, oh yeah, the motherfucker was a killer. This is a motherfucker.
You ain't got a message, Mel?
Yeah, I did. I said, man, be careful when you are in the glow of the Hollywood lights, because terror is always lurking. Mm-hmm.
When they talk about make America great again, they definitely wasn't talking about the 80s. Real talk. Wasn't talking about the 80s, man.
Oh, goddamn. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and have some fun with this motherfucker. It is everyone's favorite game show. Rename that movie.
Maxine does Hollywood.
I see.
Backpack.
Yeah.
It was cheap.
I see.
What was the name of the porno that she was in?
The first one, the one that made her famous, was the farm one.
Something on the farm.
The farmer's girl? The farmer's daughter?
The farmer's daughter.
Or the preacher's daughter? Yeah, that's...
Retro
Jeez.
Rampage.
Retro?
Cathedral Ku Klux, nigga.
Oh.
They definitely had a cult.
Punk rock. Like
The
punk rock.
screen.
The nut cracker.
The squisher. The fucking nut squisher, goddammit.
I'll blow your head smooth off.
God damn.
Jesus.
The life I deserve.
Horror wood.
Life I deserve. Wow.
Yeah, Hoary wood. God damn it.
Ah, there you go.
The Scarlet Slasher.
Thrill of the night.
God damn.
Pornocchio.
Ha!
I had to say that in my head like 3 times.
Before it came out.
Yeah.
The VHS of Death.
Ah.
Green door.
The Green Door.
Press play.
Spot out here.
The whores of the casting couch.
The Titanic Terror.
What?
I don't know.
What?
The Titanic Terror. I see where he was going with that.
don't know what happened.
Terror. They got a stroke right now. God damn.
I started saying it, and I'm hitting the abort button like, no, don't say that one. Don't say that one. They ain't ready yet. Ah, shit. Fuck it.
She was
Shout
like
out to my old life. Dead Girls in Hollywood.
Yo, shout out to Kid Cudi for messing up her brain, because she been fucking with black dudes ever since, huh?
Mm-hmm.
In X.
I don't. Is that a shout out?
That's X from X.
Isn't she married to that? Isn't she married to that crazy dude from? They got arrested. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. I think she's married to.
Oh, this is Shia LaBeouf.
Raised in the 80s.
Creepy, preachy father, man. That's I don't know. This is very, very disturbing.
Daddy's baby.
little girl.
The preacher's daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Preacher's daughter.
Preacher's daughter.
PKs.
PK. Getting buck with the preacher.
PK. Them PKs ain't shit.
Getting bucked.
The true life of people.
She said, what did she say? What about the pushing that hardcore or wear and tear you down? I got to get out of it. Oh, God.
Preacher curls.
Belly of the beast.
Preacher curls. Live exorcism. That was great.
To the Maxine.
Maxed out.
Yeah, she out. Yeah, man. I think she done. I think they done.
Revenge of the Maxi Pad.
Damn.
Oh shit.
She definitely was a revenge movie for sure. I like that.
Maxxximum Exposure.
Ah.
Let me ask
Is
you
that what you
this.
said?
Let me ask y'all this. Are these the best ways to make the women the heroine in the film through horror?
This is more acceptable, yeah. It's more believable.
Because
Somehow
it seems like we don't question it when it's horror films because it's about survival, but when it's like superhero or she a cop or detective
fuck
or
is
she
this
know
bitch
karate
doing?
or
Right?
something. We not going.
I believe like one of those Robert Rodriguez
Nobody
movies.
knows this shit that she know what's going on. But yeah, I'm just saying, like when it comes to this, it always comes off a little bit more tasteful, I guess. And I don't want to sound like crazy sexist, but it just seemed to come off more better when the woman's in the heroine situation.
It's a fucking huge ass difference. Yes.
It does.
When I see
It
the woman with the machine gun as a leg, I believe that more than like a superhero in a suit or something. There's a woman.
Touche. That.
More than Wonder Woman.
And then we always just brush it like it's a comedy, y'all. It's a comedy.
It's so funny, man.
It's made.
It's great,
guys.
He couldn't stop laughing this whole fucking movie. I mean, honestly, it was just great.
The balls one took me out. I ain't gonna lie. I was like,
I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting her to pull out a gun and then tell him to do. Oh man, get on your knees, bend over, put it in your mouth, all that bullshit. I was like, oh,
God damn it! All right, let's get back on track. The Maxxximum Exposure.
Maximum Exposure. I like it. That was very great. Turn Jigsaw real quick.
Yeah. Do you think they could have made a fourth one after this, or it's over?
I don't know where they would go. Although I guess I technically didn't know where they was gonna go with this one, so they made it work. Ty West did a thing, but I think what benefited from this was he had 3 in his head already, so he went in with a beginning
And
and
with a plan. Yeah,
that's a hell of a script for an actress to read too, knowing she gonna get 3 movies out of it. And starring all of them, like get to play extra characters and shit like that. That's a hell of a script to have to get to come across your desk. So yeah, shout out to them both, man.
Maybe he'll do something like the American Horror Story, like another trilogy or another set of series with it. Maybe bring back maybe the same characters or something, play different characters, even though it's the same characters.
On some Quentin Tarantino type shit. I feel you.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the style of writing or whatever style, the way this was filmed, and like you said, everything that you guys mentioned was like it had me captivated. The way, everything, the whole vibe of the movie.
We're gonna call this one Balls to the Wall.
Damn.
Woo.
When the balls fall down.
Or balled up.
Balled down.
Balled up.
I can't stop seeing this scene every time you say this. People, you need to see this scene. Oh my goodness.
That scene was painful. I ain't gonna lie, man. I spit some water out and shit. I was like, oh.
I mean, there was no not seeing it, and it's the best part is they didn't like blur it out or cut the camera. I mean, you see the fucking hairy balls exploding into
juice ball squisher.
I'm hurting already just thinking. Like so bad.
All right, what are we renaming this? Let's rename this. Get off these damn balls. This is ridiculous.
Ball and chain.
Ball and chain.
Jeez.
Ball and slain.
Yeah, ball and slain. Yeah.
Ball and slain.
Ball and slain.
Is that it?
Maxine Exposure. I like that one too.
Oh no. Oh.
Anything with the father, creepy father or whatever, priest or something. That's great. I love all that.
That Maxxximum Exposure.
So this explains like how porn stars are made. I mean, a perfect example of like
daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with Maximum Exposure, maxed out, balls to the wall.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't name. All right, the Vizioso. What say you on the?
One of the balls ones or the exposure one?
All right, maximum exposure. Goddamn it, that's what we're gonna go with. We staying off the balls, man. Whew, Jesus. All right. So the official TruVue rename for Maxxine is Maxxxinumum Exposure. I gotta figure out how to fucking spell that. And then the official TruVue score is
Find out. 1, 2, 3.
it is a 3. It is a 3.4 overall. Gentlemen, let's hit them with that 30-second elevator pitch.
Before you do that, man, I got a question for you. You think this was even close to as good as X?
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
as a standalone. If I'm just taking them away from the series standalone, X is better, but this was a good sequel to it. I will say that much. If I'm putting them in order for the whole series, it's definitely X, this, and then Pearl. But yeah, no, it held its own. It held its own.
Yeah, okay. No, I was just asking. Because if not, then it's like the whole series is being held together by the one movie. But I think this was a good follow-up after Pearl. Even though Pearl was a letdown on the horror side, I thought it was more in his stylistic bag with that one. You know,
I was gonna say Pearl was more of a storytelling, but you're not gonna care about the story of Pearl unless you watch X.
exactly.
So
I love it.
all right.
So we're
It's
doing
Divisioso.
All right, here we go. So, do I recommend this movie? Absolutely. You got satanic cults, you got priest epic shootouts, you got body parts everywhere, you got balls being crushed, you got horrors, you got fucking pornos, you got some references to stories, and it ties into his trilogy that I wasn't aware of. So this is definitely something. So I mean, like that's what I'm talking about. And then literally it has almost like everything in there, like every part of like horror aspect if you think of like Jigsaw, like suspension, tension, trying to figure it out, and it keeps you kind of following this little ride here. Some of the references I don't get, so I'm gonna have to like go back into this and go to my horror film geek forums and kind of check out all the Easter eggs so I can understand all the references, and especially the Betty Davis. Somebody please explain to me the Betty Davis shit. You know what I mean? Anyways,
Put it in the comments.
Love this movie, and yeah, you guys had a great reference. Whoever recommended this fucking movie, I love it. So thank you.
Now, before I go, I'm gonna say I watched this with my lady. She watched none of the other movies, and she actually liked it. She gave it a higher score than I gave it. I gave it a 3.5. This is something I definitely put on the ride list. Go ahead, recommend it. I'd say even go ahead and go back and watch all 3 of them. Would I rewatch it? Yeah, I would check this out again. It wasn't a bad film. It wasn't high gore, wasn't high horror, but it was good for the score. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And that's something I didn't talk about in the look at. The music in this was fire too, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Awesome job with that. The music in here was dope. It really had a good feel. So if you're looking for some 80s thrill, some slasher shit, I say go ahead and run it for yourself, man, and you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, that soundtrack, just when you just said about that, all the music in there was not like your typical 80s, mainstream 80s that you hear, you know what I mean? It was like low-key, like out of nowhere, and it was like, man, it was just really good.
If you enjoy a movie where a porn star is kicking butt and busting nuts, this here movie is for you. If you are looking for a movie where fame and fear in the LA scene all collide in this here flick called Maxine, this here movie would be for you. If you are looking for a movie with lights and screams and neon streams, Maxine is your 1980s dream. I'm telling you, this here movie is for you. I will be rewatching this. I think I'm gonna run. If I run X back, I'm probably gonna run it back in the order that it's supposed to be, I guess, with Pearl, X, and then let's finish it off with this here Maxine. But this is great. I will recommend this. No, man, this was a good series, man. Shout out to you, Ty West. You did your thing with this, and we stuck with you all the way through. So you guys definitely go back and check out the old reviews that we have done on both and Pearl. Go ahead.
And it wasn't like we really had to wait it out. He got this shit done in a nice little timely fashion too. It was a couple years he got all 3 of these movies done.
I wouldn't even say a couple. I think he was just waiting on shit to go.
That's what I like about this horror, genres. They bust these fucking things out. They ain't taking 2, 3 years, 4 years for shit to.
Boy, he hit him with the pops. His love went bang, bang, bang. And y'all can do the same damn thing by heading on over there to TruVuePodcast.com. That's TruVue Podcast, TruVue Podcast.com, where you can like, subscribe, share, and comment to help us defeat the all-powerful algorithm that's trying to hold the Black Pod down. And thank y'all for riding with us over at the YouTube, man. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications, the subscribe button, the share button, and the thumbs up button. Damn it. Also, shit, while you're there, clicking all that shit, leave something in the comments that you want us to review, because we here at the TruVue Podcast know it's not about the goddamn review. It's the conversation with the crew, man. So go ahead, put that shit in the comments and make it do what it do. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go.
That is that go. Do everything Melly Mel just said. Go ahead, get back to us, and let us know how much you love it, man. Hit that like button, man. But yeah, you know what to do, Mel. Go ahead and get up out of here.
Hey, man, there you have it. There go. That'll be the end of the show, man. TruVue Podcast, and you know what the hell we always say.
There's a phone number for porn addiction. I'll link it right here.
Go watch some shit.
True.
There's help. You can get help. There's still time.
Yeah.
TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny.
You're